Last season, our first season back in the Premier League, we simply defied the odds. We were 1,000 to 1 to have a chance at winning it. Did we win it? Absolutely not. But did we come close? Well, still probably not. But what we did come close to was the top four. We finished in 6th position, only 1 point behind Champions League football. I mean, what an effort that is for our first season in the Premier League. Now, we want to stabilise. Now we're in the Premier League for our second season. We want to push on and get Champions League football, have a great cup run, even maybe win the Europa League. I mean, who says no? The transfer window is vital. We have to recruit well for the future and for now. So, during the first game of the season, let's get in to the video. Yes, lads, welcome back to the channel. Here we go then. Now, a couple of things might have changed. I've had to get a new monitor. The last one packed in. The mic stand has actually broken a little bit. So if the video seems a bit weird, apologies. I'll get it sorted. Should I have done a test run? Yes. I'm not lazy. I work a full-time job as well. So I just thought let's get straight into it. But anyway, let's have a look at this here. So a few things to update you on, let's just say. So first of all, the board, they have decided to give us adequate youth facilities. We've upgraded from poor to adequate. So hopefully now when we do get that youth intake, it's going to have some players I actually want to use. That would be superb. I did a Sheffield Wednesday one season challenge. Go and check it out if you haven't seen it. And yeah, the youth intake was like instrumentally better. And I was like, wow, I need that in my life. So that is the first thing there. Secondly, what we have done is we are currently upgrading our stadium. Meaning what? Well, it means this. We are going to be playing our football at Stamford Bridge. I mean, it's a bit of a step up, isn't it? It's a bit of a step up. But yeah, we're going to be at Stamford Bridge. We're going to be ground sharing with Chelsea. So I just think that is really, really cool. I mean, it's a great stadium for the Europa League, etc. Chelsea, I don't believe they're going to be playing any European football. So Thursday nights should remain free for us to use the pitch. But just, yeah, crazy. Youth Stadium, also Stamford Bridge. Of course it is. So there you go. So some cool little things to update you on in that regard there. Now, let's get on to business we've done so far in this transfer window. First of all, looking at departures, the first one was Harvey White. He was sold for 5.25 million. This made sense to me. It probably was his time to go. Look at his stats. He's not quite up to it. Was out on loan last season. I didn't miss him at all. So Harvey White was the first one to go. Then there was an interesting one. So Natali, someone that we had on loan in the Championship. Since we've been in the Premier League, he's gone out on loan twice. I just looked at him and thought, will he play games for us? Probably not. Or he'll play some, but not loads. Do we just bite the bullet here, loan him out for one more season and have him come back as one of our first team? I think that's what we're going to do. So Natali has gone out on loan to Swansea. I like that. I do like that. I think it's a good loan for him. And then we've also got rid of Princewell Mardale-Smith. Probably not going to be good enough long term. Karatas, he has been sold permanently. Strange signing. When you go through the leagues as quickly as I have, there's a few strange signings. He might go down as one of them. Yeah, not sure about that one. We've also got on loan Daniel Lamar. He's gone to Carlisle. Another player, probably not good enough. We've moved too quickly for him. Leo Castledine. Yeah, just not really Premier League standard, but could be, I don't know. I mean, I believe there's a mandatory clause in this, or an optional clause, sorry, that Birmingham might take up. But he's gone out on loan to Birmingham. Yeah, just another player that didn't quite cut it in the Premier League. And then lastly, Liam Cullen has gone out on loan. Trying to get rid of this guy, and there's another man in particular, Divin Mbama. So hard to do. Divin Mbama, last year of his contract, match highest earner. It makes me sick in my mouth every time I see that, which will tell you that we have, with a few contract extensions, we've got a new highest earner. Now, let me just go back a season so I can show you. This is it, who's gone out. So Sam Gale has left the club as a free transfer as well. So a bit of a sad one this is, because if we were a bit more mediocre and it never quite worked out for us, maybe Sam Gale could have come with us all the way. It is a shame. It is a massive shame, to be fair, because I like Sam Gale. I really do. It just never really quite worked out. I don't know why it's not showing them here as well, but I also... Oh, it is showing them. We also got rid of Mundle. Mundle has gone to Blackburn, £1.3 million. He wasn't good enough, barely played any game time. And then, how could I forget this man? We've lost Armando Dobra. He has gone to Saudi. I mean, he's gone to Saudi and he's on £23,000 a week. If I was him, I'd be sacking my agent tomorrow. Who goes to Saudi and downgrades their salary? Anyway, moving on. There's one man in particular that I'm looking for, and I'm confused as to why I can't see him. Connor Masterson, there's someone that left as a free agent. Oh, what? I don't understand. Anyway, I'll just search him in. I'll search him in. You might be able to tell already who this is going to be. It's going to be this man right here. Now, we had some comments that said we got to keep him all the way. So what I'm going to do live here is we're going to try and sign him. Yes, I'm sure. And he doesn't want to. He wanted to leave. So maybe we're going to have to go back in for Andy Lyons. I'm going to add him to the shortlist forever because we want this man. This man's a bit of a cult hero for us. I tried my best to keep him. He didn't want to stay. His stats aren't even that bad. He could be an emergency backup or whatever. So Andy Lyons has left the club. Let's just see how long that lasts for. Now then, the fun part and this... Now then, let's have a look at who we've managed to bring in. So, I have brought in a couple of young players. I have upped the scouting. Basically, my logic here is, if you want to act like a big club and become one of the European teams, you've got to start acting like it. Now, the Champions League, it might take me a couple of seasons. I mean, who am I to say that? A couple of seasons, I'm Gillingham manager, and I'm like, yeah, it might take me a couple of seasons, but it could be 4 or 5 from this point here. We'll have to see. And I want to just invest in the future. Players that aren't quite good enough now, but could eventually become good enough. So with that, we've signed this man here, Walter Figueira, and he's coming for 250k. 6'5", 15 tackling, 14 technique. He's just a very solid player. 18 aggression. I think he's going to do really, really well. The 8 passing is the only thing I'm not too keen on. But what we might do is keep him around the first team. Let me do some individual training and see if we can get him any minutes in the Europa League. And then we've also signed this man here, Owen Goodman. So I want to just get the homegrown players in for the European competitions. So Owen Goodman's going to come in as a backup. The former Crystal Palace goalkeeper, he's more than good enough to be our backup keeper. So I was happy with that one there. And then we've also signed this man here, Rudiger Verwimp. And he is from Belgium, signed in for free, and he for me is just someone that can grow into the player that we might use in the future, might not, even if these people are just used to turn a bit of profit, help PSR, all of that stuff, because now we're in Europe, it's going to be difficult. But yeah, so hopefully a couple of these young players make it. If not, we can sell them for a profit. Same goes here for Kwadjo Bouvi. Again, a decent looking player. It has a lot to grow, And then finally, it is this man here, Emile Renard. And he looks like he could be a good, promising player. I'm trying to get these lads out on loan this season, apart from Figueiredo. But Emile Renard, maybe remember the name on that one, because this man could have a future. Some stats that I very much like there. 17 technique as well, very good. Now, in terms of a genuine first team signing, we've only made one so far. I'm taking my time in the market. I've got a few active current offers out now. So what we'll do is we'll play the first game of the season. I'll tell you who that is in a minute. And then we'll jump back in for the first game after the transfer window so we can see the new players. But I have made a signing here, and I'm absolutely chuffed with this. £5.25 million release clause. Christopher Cupps. 21 years of age, 6'4". Look at those physicals. I mean, let's get up close and personal. Have a look at those physicals. Genuinely so good for just 21. 16 marking, 14 tackling, 13 passing. He's such a solid player in that ball-playing centre-back role. And as we say, he's only 21, so he's only going to get better. So very, very happy to get him in. Of course, last season we had Max Kilman, we had Anderson. So I just thought, right, let's get a player for the future that's going to play games now. So let's invest in this man here. Christopher Cupps, welcome to the club. Now, as you would have heard a moment ago, I just told you that we have got the first game of the season. Here are our fixtures, and I purposely haven't looked at these fixtures so we could look at them together. In our pursuit to go on and get Champions League football, we are starting off against Burnley. That is a very winnable game. Those first two, and then it's a very, very tough run there. United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle, and Everton. So we will play this game against Burnley, and we will come back for the game against Manchester United as the sort of first game after the transfer window to see our new signings. So let's get, for the first time this season, as a European team, yeah, that needs work. But as a European team, let's get into the game. Okay, pause. I made a signing at the end of last season, so I didn't actually see this one because it wasn't in this year's transfers. But have a look at this guy. He is 18 years of age, 6'8", 6'8" with a 20 jumping reach. So we've basically got Peter Crouch. We've got the Israeli Peter Crouch. He's got 17 finishing as well. 15 first touch, 14 heading. This guy looks genuinely superb. 20 determination as well. 14 off the ball. I am so excited to see how this guy can grow. Do we need to change our tactics to fit him in a little bit more? Channel forward doesn't necessarily suit everything. I just couldn't pass up 6'8" and 17 finishing, 20 jumping reach. Basically, what's going to happen is, if we ever need a goal, I'm going to stick him up top, turn him into a target forward, and lump the ball into him. But yeah, so sorry to miss this guy out. We signed him for £1 million, already worth 7.8 to 11.5. And yeah, this was actually from that top 50 Wonder Kids list. So if you don't look at that, maybe have a look. But Netai Zegerman, I can't say it like that. Zegerman, there we go, is in the club. And he is going to be... We're going to see if we need a striker, because I did say we're going to sign one, but maybe if we upgrade the players around the strikers, the young lads can provide the goods. But now, let's get into the game. First game of the new season is here then. We're up against Burnley. They're not a bad team, don't get me wrong, but this is a game we've got to be winning if we want to get into the Champions League. A brand new, fresh season. There's no, but are we going to stay up? How are we going to do? None of that stuff. We are here now to push on for the Champions League. There's no doubts in my mind. The squad is a little bit bare bones, I will be honest. We do need some new signings, but it's okay. For example, we've got young Figueiredo at 18, making his home debut, making his Premier League debut, his debut full stop. And there are a couple of other young players on the bench that might not be there, but ultimately, this is what, for me personally, I'm someone that leaves it quite late. I like to let the market play out a little bit, and this is where we are. So we're normally struggling in that first game of the season, so let's see how we get on. Up the Gills. Right, then we've got the ball here. Cunha has been tackled. Burnley now coming forward. Here's Souza. Can we win it back? Can we win it back? Burnley knocking it around quite nicely here. It's been a bit of a strange game. Burnley actually looking like the better side so far. Here's Tales Mango through on goal. And that is very nearly gone into the back of the net. I can't believe there was no one to finish that. But an early warning sign from Burnley there. So come on, lads. Let's raise it. This time a throw to Burnley. Esteve into Sambo. Mendoza. Ball across is nice. Jaden Anthony's completely unmarked, and Dye makes a save, and Kai George has put it into the back of the net. And when we're supposed to be pushing for Champions League football at Stamford Bridge as well, our brand new stadium, this is how we play. Disappointing to say the least in terms of how this has started. Let's have a look at this. Tales Mango causes a bit of... Kai George is unmarked. That's a frustrating one. Those goals do happen though. We've got to bounce back now. Come on then, lads. Let's get going. Stop playing around. Stop playing around now. And hold on a minute. Maybe that has just channeled them. Maybe me standing on that touchline has made them go, right, lads, let's start playing some football. Because we've got a chance here straight after the goal. That's assault. That is assault. I want to see a red card there. No red card. We'll take the free kick. Harvey Barnes over it. Come on, good delivery from him. He's been so good since he's joined us. Ball in is decent. Vergara. And there we go. Instant impact. Our first goal at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be a strange 12 months getting used to that. Harvey Barnes assist. Vergara with the goal. It's a great ball from Harvey Barnes, isn't it? I mean, as I was saying, he has been so good. And from set pieces, we've got a new set piece coach. We've got a whole new range of staff, to be honest. And maybe this is that paying off, because Vergara makes it 1-1. Right, well, I mean, you know, we've definitely come into the game. There's been not a single highlight. And it looks as though we're going to close this one out 1-1. We've got Zegerman on, our brand new Jewish, I don't know if he's Jewish, Israeli centre forward. And that is going to be full-time, surely. Ref, you got to blow it up there. Oh, no. I mean, 93rd minute, we're well into it now. We've gone long, and that's got to be it. Ref, just blow it up. But what a bit of a disappointing... No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Jesus. Oh, my word. Yeah, 1-1 with Burnley. I can't say that I'm pleased with that, but appreciate we've got a lot of signings still to make. And I mean, looking at the stats, we definitely came back into it. Momentum in our favour. Just disappointing to not get anything from it. But first game of the season is always going to be tough. The way I do the transfers, always going to be tough. So it is what it is. So I will play this game against Brentford off camera, and we are back for Manchester United, but more importantly to see who we've signed and how our team looks. All right then, lads, welcome back. So we have finished the transfer window. We're not at the Man United game. We've actually gone 2 games after that, mainly because the Man United game was still in the transfer window, so I must have just missaw that. So we are actually at the Chelsea game, so still a big game, and we have made some signings. So in terms of who has left the club, we have loaned out Ormbassa. There's no option to buy, anything like that. I just feel as though he was good last season, but I just think a bit of first team football could really give him that boost to come back to us next year and be in a very good position. So we did get rid of Ormbassa. We also, unfortunately, got rid of Andy Smith on loan. I hate to do it because I want some of these League 2 guys around, but Andy Smith, these players just want to go because we've gone so rapidly through the leagues. Andy Lyons, Andy Smith, whoever it might be, they just get to the point where they're like, well, I'm an important player, I want to leave. You change them to a squad player and they're like, I want to leave. So unfortunately, Andy Smith will be joining Charlton. Mandatory clause on that as well. So Andy Smith is gone. This man here, probably the worst signing I could have possibly made. He's on 75 grand a week. Match highest earner clause. Lesson to everyone through me: do not do these clauses. They are horrendous, and yeah, this one has cost me. But Divin Mbama, for the last year that we have him under contract, will be at Wrexham. No fee or anything like that. He'll be a free agent at the end of the season. And then we also got rid of another youngster here. I'm quite excited about this guy here. This is Verwimp. He has gone on loan to Oxford. Now, the exciting time. So, in terms of who we've brought in then, we have brought in a 19-year-old Willington Guerrera, 5'11", superb physical stats, some great mentals, and some really, really solid technicals too. So I feel as though he's going to have a big part to play for us. I like him a lot. We'll have to see the defensive midfield positions last season. Granit Xhaka alongside Nunes towards the middle part of it. That was solid. This season, there are places up for grabs. So I'm expecting him to have a very good season for us there. We then also signed this man here, Angelo, as a free agent. He's on 60 grand a week, right in the middle of our high earners for the good players. And I just think he's got a lot of good characteristics. 16 dribbling. The 9 finishing was what actually put me off in the first place. But I just feel as though with a bit of time, training him as an inside forward, I think he's going to come good for us. Mainly because our inside forwards, they're very good in terms of goals, but assists as well. And I like that 14 passing. So the two sort of, they weigh each other out. In terms of who else we brought in Archie Gray on loan. There is a fee at the end of it. It's an obligation, one that we likely won't take. But I just think, look at the array of positions this man can play. If we need to go more attacking, he can play centre mid. If he needs to play right back, left back, centre back, really, really good depth. European competitions coming up, homegrown as well. Made tons of sense to me there. We then went and signed for 31 million, not upfront, don't worry, don't come at me in the comments, but we signed Charlie Cresswell. Again, wanting to build a bit more of an English core. I think it's very easy to go and sign yourself some Bulgarian player who's 21, and I love them. I love them signings, but for me personally, we did so well with Kilman and Anderson last season. I just want some more defensive solidity. Someone that is there, good enough now, that can also grow in the next sort of 2 to 3 seasons as well. So Charlie Cresswell coming in from Toulouse, I think it was. Very happy with that signing there. We then went on to sign Felix Agu. Look, he's not that good, is he? Some average stats all across the board, very similar to McCallum, but I just look at him. He's able to play left back, he's able to play right back, and he can also play on the wings if we ever needed to go defensive. I just feel as though he's going to come in handy at some point. Andy Lyons might come back to the club. We'll have to keep, checking out on that. And if he does, those guys can all play backups. But a very easy one there with Felix Agu. And then we signed this man, 22-year-old Sandro Vidigal. Some superb physical stats, some great technical stats as well. This is a bit of a contrast to the Angelo side. So on the left-hand side, Vidigal, 16 dribbling, 13 finishing, 12 passing. Still very good, but again, a bit more of an all-rounder that fits that inside forward a bit better. with also a lot of room to grow. So Vidigal came in. And then lastly, I said at the start of the season, I want a bit of a experienced player that can go up front. We've got Kevin Angulo. We've got the guy who's our Israeli striker. I've completely forgot his name. My bad. We've also got Fofana. He's still at the club. He can help. But I looked at Donyell Marlon. We're paying 50 grand of his wages. No fees other than that. This to me just made sense. He can play left wing, right wing, striker. He is an all-rounder in his prime years at 30. And channel forward. That's what we play with our striker. Pace, dribbling, crossing, passing, shooting. It's all there and he's got it. So I actually think Donyell Marlon could force his way in to be one of our best players this season. Very happy with that signing. So I'll just give you a very quick overview of how the squad looks in terms of position orders. It's been a good season in terms of recruitment. I'm very happy with this man here. For example, Cups. We've kept good players around like Daniel. We've also then upgraded with youth players like Figueiredo and Guerrero. And I just feel as though the squad is the best it's ever been. I am looking at James Maddison and Vieira at centre attacking mid and thinking, is that going to be good enough to carry us through? If we need to make a change, we will do so again. At the January point of the transfer window of the season. Sorry, Jesus Christ, words are failing me. And this is who I was referring to a moment ago. It's Zagerman, our 18-year-old Israeli 6'8" monster, 20 jumping reach. I need to be utilising that. So that is where we are in terms of how the games have gone in the sort of meantime, if I can remember how to get there. We've had a couple of games. We played against Brentford. We lost 2-0. Disappointing here. Brentford, though, in this game, a very good side. Very, very good side. We then had a draw with Manchester United. This was a bit of a better performance from us in terms of the numbers. Gave me some hope back, but ultimately United, Ahmad in the 86th minute. I was absolutely furious when that went in because it's just so frustrating. And then the Carabao Cup, I played such a rotated, weaker team because that competition for me, it's just a hassle, especially with the Europa League, which we will get into next episode. Now, we've got this game against Chelsea. Let's get into it and see if we can get all 3 points for the first time this season. All right then, here we go up against Chelsea, who have got a very decent side, a lot of young players that are now in their prime. This is how we're lining up. I've given Marlon a go. I've given Vidigal a go. Guerrero's in at CDM. I just feel as though new signings can sort of invigorate a bit of a poor start to the season that we've made. So a very important one here. Oh, I've literally just realised we're at home because we're at Stamford Bridge, but we're also away. It's the Battle of the Bridge. It's Gillingham and Chelsea. Who's going to have bragging rights? We both share the stadium. Let's get into this one. Okay, then. Here come Chelsea. First highlight of the game. And they're going to go short from the free kick. It's a great... what on earth? What on earth? Is that Esquiva? What is he doing? What is he doing? I mean, they're saying it looked harsh. The penalty's been awarded. The ball is gone. And Esquiva has decided to trip. Was it Satapev or whatever his name is? And now Cole Palmer, 9 minutes in, with a massive chance for Chelsea to go 1-0 up. And that is a really soft penalty to be given away. Cole Palmer steps up and Dye goes the wrong way. It doesn't actually matter. And we find ourselves 1-0 down. Well, that is half-time. We are absolutely dominating in terms of the stats, but there's been no further highlights. I mean, as you can see here, 13 shots, 8 on target, 1 XG. It's coming, we're just not getting the highlights, so a big second half needed by the lads here. While this has been a game of absolutely nothing, we've had no chances. I mean, this is the first highlight since the penalty that we saw, literally the first 10 minutes. And it's Chelsea on the ball. We've dominated the stats, but that doesn't mean anything. We've got to try and create some chances. And a problem that may have been an issue last year, a lack of goals, even though we've had the chances, is looking like it's here again as Caicedo comes in. João Pedro, it goes behind for a corner. I mean, we're on attacking. I could maybe switch us to very attacking for the final sort of 5 minutes or so, but it's just not looking good. 3 minutes added on as well. And Chelsea here with the corner. The highlight will continue, which hopefully we can counter, but it is really not looking good. Reece James taking his time. Of course he is. Get on with it, Reece. Cole Palmer now drives into the box. And this here, just gone wide. We've got 4 minutes or so, 3 minutes really, to try and get anything from this game. It's going so fast. And that is full time. And it's such a strange one. 16 shots, 9 on target, but not a single highlight of us attacking. That is absolutely... And you know what? I'm not happy. I'm not happy because they are games that have just... They're just passing us by. We've got a tough start to the season. Don't get me wrong. But we've got to be winning that game from that position there. And it has been a horrible start. A horrible start to life in this new season. And let's just have a look at the Premier League. In terms of where we are, we find ourselves in 16th position with 2 points. Now, I'm not too worried, but work needs to be done. So let's have a look at next episode, what that looks like. We've got the Europa League. We're in Europe for the first ever time. That is absolutely monumental. Napoli as well. So we'll get into that in the next one. We've also got the former champions Arsenal, the defending champions Arsenal. So we'll probably have to give that one a go. And yeah, it will just be a bit of advancing through here and hoping that we can sort of get this early blip of form away. So yeah, guys, it has been a very eventful first episode. Not a good one in terms of results for us, but eventful. New signings. Let's hope they all start playing. So if you are enjoying the content, please do hit that subscribe button, drop a like. Season 5 is here and we are aiming for Champions League football, which... At this point, you know, it's only going to come from winning the Europa League at this point because we have started awfully. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.